Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Florida Gators and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, as you know, Alabama coming off a terrific year last year, getting back into the college football playoff and getting to the second round. But this team has more to prove. They lost their quarterback, Ty Simpson, to the draft, but they still have one of the most dynamic wide receivers in the country. Ryan Coleman-Williams is looking for a little redemption after a low production year last year. The fans can't wait to see what this version of the Crimson Tide will look like this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Gators headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Rogers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Makes the grab in their space. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Russell from the gun on third down. Escapes the pressure going right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And this is why offenses tell you all the time, they want to keep it in third and short or third and medium like you had right here. They make you defend the whole field, and then the QB sees it. Nothing there, tucks it, does a nice job getting positive yards and getting the first down.
Running inside. It's Hill. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yards.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's third down. Keelan Russell. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Handoff for Ball. Makes it past the marker. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they're running.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And they're not on the same page there.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Pulls and fires complete. Could not make his way to the corner. So the first step of that was fine. They made the passing catch, but no yards, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I don't know if they were anticipating pressure on that play. They just want to get it out of the hands of the quarterback quickly, but whatever they were thinking did not work.
Gators are going to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Tide ready to roll on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
The give on the counter. There's a little room there. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. And not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Russell. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll give it to Ball. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a third and long. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw. They're working that left side. There he goes. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here's a give to Ball. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. He's there to make the stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Handoff for Ball. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. And the Gators decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Throwing Russell. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And I don't know if field position really matters on that one, right? I know they're on the plus side of the territory, but 4th and inches, most offenses today are going to be going for it. They did. They execute the running play, and they keep the sticks moving.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Keelan Russell pulls it in. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. 8th play of the drive coming up. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the run, it's Pryor. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to take off. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field.
You got to punt that bit, bro. It's still the first round, cuz.
Figure out how to play this 4th down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one.
Now, you talk about a sideline that was jacked up, excited for the big punt return. And then, man, he makes the big mistake, puts it on the deck, and the momentum goes shifted right back to the other side.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Russell. Got the back over the middle. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time's dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Russell. Looking to the end zone. Picked off. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Gators! And they turn it into a defensive score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Tennessee taking on the number 4 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Volunteers setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Here comes the offense on second down. Ball again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way in deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a third and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Takes the handoff. It's Hill.
And we talked about this guy coming in the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Might as well stick with him. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. From the gun, running back on the move.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So let's get it. Let's get it.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Throwing Russell. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made it down.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback making adjustments. 4th down, Russell. Got out of trouble and throws. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. The Gators will hustle to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Here's Jaden one more time. Jumped on top of the pile.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Pryor. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
It is loud in here as they try He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Stands in and takes the hit. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And this offense, man, it's just been a struggle. Everything's been hard so far through the year, and they can't get the passing game going. Something has to bust loose. They got to get something going to create some momentum and some kind of urgency in this offense.
It'll be 3rd and long. The run inside. It's ball. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Ball again. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Keelan Russell. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense continues to have a great game. Both defenses have played well. These offenses are going to have to change something up, protect their quarterbacks a little bit better.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. They go play action with Russell. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yaks, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for their quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Russell. He lets it fly. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, we've seen this all night long. The defense closing in on these throws. The windows are constricting so quickly. It's been a tough night at the office for this quarterback, and he gets another one knocked to the ground.
Quarterback making checks. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Russell from the gun on third down. Gets open down the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're...
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throwing Russell. Fires quickly. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Makes the grab. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Gators send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down.
Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Complete to the right. At midfield, he's got room. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They just keep firing. This time on target. Turning it on. Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The Gators answer right back.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Keelan Russell. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
It's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Hill. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The right play here is try to win it in regulation. Don't be too conservative. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Second and forever after the delay. Did they lose their play sheets? I mean, call a play already. Russell. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
The kick is on its way. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Snags it and he's open. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Quick release by the QB. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, but we've got less than a minute to go here. We've got to be more aggressive. We've got to take some shots and put some pressure on the defense.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Here comes the field goal unit. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty in this part of the field, man, the defense just starts spitting fire after that. Offense getting set for first down. Here's a give the ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We'll get it started here in overtime. Using his legs, it's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Staring at a 3rd and long here in this first overtime possession. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense sets the tone right off the jump. Great job executing. This is exactly why you want to play defense first and not giving up yards, forcing a long field goal.
Needed to stay alive, and it's good. What a way to finish the comeback. They were left for dead, and they came back and win it with a walk-off field goal. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll tell you the somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A strike downfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on 4th down in overtime. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
This offense, you can tell, it's confident, man. 4th down and short in the red zone. Yeah, you could probably kick a field goal, but they stay aggressive. They trust their passing attack. Nice job getting.
He caught it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. On the option. He'll toss it. He's going for the goal line. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the